The Chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead they destroyed it. They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation. The Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness, and prevailed. It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten. We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long. For I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
And welcome to my Dragon Age Origins playthrough. Been a few years. I was thinking of starting number 3, but my save is on my old PC, and quite frankly, I'm one of these type of people who likes to relive it all. I'll probably die before I get to relive certain stories. And I'll be looking forward to something and think, I need to replay those 17 games in the series before I get to it, and I'll probably die before I get to the 18th game one of these days. But, just one of those people. I like replaying it, not just doing it from memory. Don't ask me why. It's a condition. I don't know. Anyway, here we go. We have our hero. Looking kind of plain at the minute. So, those of you wondering whether I'm ever going to play a lady, it's not really what I do. You know, my wife will account to the fact that I'm not very good at getting inside a woman's mind, so you're not going to see me playing women very often. If at all. Probably never. Right. Are we going for a human? With 3 options. the elf or the dwarf? I think I'm going to be human. And what options have we got? Human warrior. There you go, he doesn't look quite as pauperish now. Human mage. Or rogue. I'm going to go with rogue, I think. That leaves us with human noble. Born to wealth and power, second only to royalty. You found your training in both diplomacy and battle put to the test as your brother leads the bulk of your family forces into war in the south. Sounds interesting. Well, what is our hero going to look like?
Greetings.
Let's see. Go with the last one. And a nice young pup. Nah, I think we'll stick to plain, not a tattoo kind of guy. How to make him look heroic enough and dashing enough without so feminine you worry if he's been abused by someone in the chantry. Yes. Maybe. Let's have a look at colours. Yeah, let's have a look at that. The darkspawn have surprised his eyebrows away. Yes. In fact, I may even remove the beard. Yes. We have our victim. Alright, let's have a look. Nope. do, I think. Go colours. Possibilities, let's see. Nose. I don't know. Yeah, let's give him that one. That'll do. Now. Yeah. Just a little smarmy. That'll do. And the name of our unlikely hero. What shall we go for here? Let's go for William Kuzland. Mostly because when his enemies see him, they're going to need a WC. Now. Lord William here. One skill point. One skill point. Let's give him some trap making abilities. Little prankster, that's what he is. And now here's a question. Yeah. There we go. Dual weapon, rogue. Bit of a prankster and plays dirty. Now. Oh, this has been a few years. Really, should do it on hard. Problem is, I'm trying to keep the story flow, and I'm more of a story guy than a gameplay guy. Stick to normal for now, and if it starts getting too easy, we'll have to worry about upping the difficulty. Assuming you can even do that on this game. It's been a few years. Right. What does fate have in store for young William? We shall see.
For generations, your family, the Kuzlans, has stewarded the lands of Highever, earning the loyalty of your people with justice and temperance. When your country was occupied by the Orlesian Empire, your father and grandfather served the embattled kings of your land. Today, your elder brother takes up House Kuzlan's banner in service to the crown, not against the men of Orlais, but against the bestial Darkspawn rising in the south.
I trust then that your troops will be here shortly.
I expect they will start arriving tonight, and we can march tomorrow. I apologize for the delay, my lord. This is entirely my fault.
No. The appearance of the Darkspawn in the south has us all scrambling, doesn't it? I only received the call from the king a few days ago myself. I'll send my eldest off with my men. You and I will ride tomorrow just like the old days.
True. Though we both had less grey in our hair then, and we fought Orlesians, not monsters.
At least the smell will be the same. I'm sorry, Pup, I didn't see you there. Hal, you remember my son?
I see he's grown into a fine young man. Pleased to see you again, lad.
Yeah, you too. So, yeah.
My daughter Delilah asked after you. Perhaps I should bring her next time.
Well, you know. She's, you know, what's the word? Follows me around like a bad smell? Yeah.
Ha! To what end, he says? And so glib. The boy's a whip like his father.
See what I contend with, Hal? You can't tell my fierce boy anything these days, Maker bless his heart.
As uniquely talented as his father, I'm sure.
At any rate, Pup, I summoned you for a reason. While your
Get
brother
on to
and
it.
I are both away, I'm leaving you in charge of the castle.
Yeah, that's fine. Fine. But, no particular reason Mother can't do it.
This is no needless task. I ask you to take a great responsibility. Only a token force is remaining here, and you must keep peace in the region. You know what they say about mice when the cat is away, yes? There's also someone you must meet. Please, show Duncan in.
It is an honor to be a guest within your hall, Tyrn Kuzland.
Your lordship, you didn't mention that a Grey Warden would be present.
Duncan arrived just recently, unannounced. Is there a problem?
Of course not. But a guest of this stature demands certain protocol. I am at a disadvantage.
We rarely have the pleasure of seeing one in person, that's true. Pup, Brother Aldous taught you who the Grey Wardens are, I hope.
They're the Darkspawn killers. So they're pretty good fighters as far as I understand.
They are the heroes of legend, who ended the Blights and saved us all. Duncan is looking for recruits before joining us and his fellow Wardens in the south. I believe he's got his eye on Sir Gilmore.
If I might be so bold, I would suggest that your son is also an excellent candidate.
Honor though that might be, this is one of my sons we're talking about.
So, you've just said that he's an important guest, and now you're saying he's not important enough that I could join them. Why would that be?
You did just finish saying that Grey Wardens are heroes, old friend.
What he
I've
said.
not so many children that I'll gladly see them all off to battle. Unless you intend to invoke the right of conscription.
Have no fear. While we need as many good recruits as we can find, I've no intention of forcing the issue.
Pup, can you ensure that Duncan's requests are seen to while I'm gone?
Yeah, not a problem.
In the meantime, find Fergus and tell him to lead the troops to Ostagar ahead of me.
So, yeah, you summoned me, told me to say hello, and now I've got to go and find my brother. Seems like you just wanted me to pop in. You're getting rid of me now?
We must discuss the battle plans in the south. Be a good lad and do as I've asked. We'll
Fine.
talk soon.
Fine. Speak to you again, Duncan.
I'm sorry, but I believe your father wishes to talk to the Arl and myself alone.
Okay then, but you are staying for a few days, aren't you? We can speak later?
Your father has left you in charge of the castle? Then I will see you at dinner tomorrow, if not sooner.
So... Okay, yep, well, we'll speak then.
As do I. Until then.
Now, let's find Fergus. Where is he? Right. He's up in the main bedroom areas, is he? Right. What is that racket? What's going on?
Good evening, my lord.
Do you know where that noise is coming from? Sounds like my dog. Where is my hound anyway? It's getting quieter this way. He's over there. Definite racket going on. That away. Do you know what's going on?
We will serve you while the Terran is away.
Okay. Not what I asked. Could have served me by telling me if you knew what was going on.
There you are. Your mother told me the Terran had summoned you, so I didn't want to interrupt.
Ah. Yes, hi, Silgirma, but what's up?
I fear your hound has the kitchens in uproar once again, and is threatening to leave.
Ah, that's what the noise is. Right, okay. But, yeah, don't worry about that. She was looking after me when I was near to a grasshopper. She's not leaving.
Your mother disagrees. She insists you collect the dog, and quickly. You know these Mabari hounds. They listen only to their master. Anyone else risks having an arm bitten off.
Well, he wouldn't bite their arm off. Maybe the hand.
I'm not willing to test that. You're quite lucky to have your own Mabari warhound, you know. Smart enough not to talk, my father used to say. Of course, that means he's easily bored, and swears he confounds her just to amuse himself. At any rate, your mother would have me accompany you until the matter is settled, shall we?
Fine. Where was my mother anyway?
She was entertaining Lady Landra and her son when I left her. Perhaps in the atrium? Before we go, my lord, might I beg a question? I've heard from several people that a Grey Warden is here. Is that true?
Yeah, so... His name's Duncan, I met him. You're gonna meet him soon.
Then, is it also true that this Grey Warden was asking after me?
Yeah. You know how you won quite a few tournaments? Well, he's decided to come and test you.
Maker's breath. Are you certain? Can you imagine me, a Grey Warden? It would be everything I've dreamed of. Of course, I shouldn't get ahead of myself. Pardon my outburst.
Never mind. Right. So go Mark. William. Right. To the kitchens then. No, here we go.
I shall do it.
Get that bloody mutt out of the larder.
But mistress, it won't let us near.
If I can't get into that larder, I'll skin both of you useless elves, I swear it.
Now.
Calm down, good woman. We've come to help.
You and you! Your bloody mongrel keeps getting into my larder. That beast should be put down.
Calm down. You'll be alright now. You'll be alright. He won't bother you for much longer.
Just get him gone. I've enough to worry about with a castle full of hungry soldiers. You two, stop standing there like idiots. Get out of the way!
You're not very friendly to your staff, are you now?
Oh, look at that mess. How did he even get in here?
Right. What do you want?
He does seem like he's trying to tell you something. Wait. Did you hear that?
Yep. Name for the dog. This dog is now named Rip. Because that's what he does to his enemies. Rips them apart. Right. Giant rats, is it? The cliche continues. Let's go.
These creatures are no true reason to fight us.
Christ carrying fiends!
We must fight. Let us do it quickly.
Disgusting creatures!
I shall do it.
Giant
Are we done?
rats. It's like the start of every bad adventure tale my grandfather used to tell. Your hound must have chased them in through their holes. Looks like he wasn't raiding the larder after all.
Oh well, looks like he's been a good dog for a change.
Those were rats from the Kokari Wilds. Best not to tell Nan. She's upset enough as it is. But seeing as you've got your Mabari well in hand, I'll be on my way. I'm to prepare for the arrival of more of the Isle's men.
Off you go then. No. Ah, shiny. I'll have it. Consider it payment. Hi, Nan.
There he is, as brazen as you please, licking his chops after helping himself to the roast, no doubt. Nan, you know how I like teasing you. Go and have a look at all those rats that he just defended you from.
What? Rats? Not the large grey ones?
They'll rip you to shreds, they will!
See, now you've gone and scared the servants. I expect those filthy things are dead.
Can't be any more scared than they were when you were shouting at them. So don't worry. Faithful Rip here just ripped them all apart for you.
Oh, I bet that dog led those rats into there to begin with. Oh, don't even start with the sad eyes. I'm immune to your so-called charms. Here then. Take these pork bits and don't say that Nan never gives you anything. Bloody dog. Thank you, my lord. Now we can get to work. That's right, you two. Quit standing about.
Don't worry. I'm sure you can feed the rest of the hounds with the carcasses. Right. What were we doing? Oh, I got covered in blood. We were looking for my brother and my mother. While I'm here. Oh, good dog. Not bothered by cats. For a minute then I thought I had an issue.
It has begun.
It's a very, very nonchalant cat. Come on, Rip. Excuse me.
Good evening, my lord.
Yeah. Any reason why you didn't deal with that mess?
I shall do it.
Nope, not any. Where did he say mother was? I wasn't paying attention. Ah. There we go.
And
Hello.
my dear Bryce bought this pack from Orlais last year. The Marquis who gave it to him was drunk, I understand, and mistook Bryce for the king. Ah, here is my younger son. I take it by the presence of that troublesome hound of yours that the situation in the kitchen is handled.
Oh dear. Yes, don't worry, she's back to work. I'll tell you the gory details later.
You've always had a way with her. Darling, you remember Lady Landra, Ban Lawrence's wife?
I think we last met at your mother's spring salon.
Did we? I remember, were you a little on the tipsy side?
I'm so proud of my pup's mastery of tact and diplomacy.
Well, it was a lovely salon, from what little I remember.
Which wouldn't be much, considering we had to pour you into the carriage afterwards.
You remember my son, Dyron. He's riding with your father tomorrow.
It's good to see you again, my lord.
Aye. So, keep an eye on him, will you? So, well, as I was saying, welcome as well.
And this is my lady-in-waiting, Iona. Do say something, dear.
It is a great honor, my lord. I have heard many wonderful things about you.
Don't look now, Eleanor. But I believe the girl has a crush on your lad.
Lady Landra!
Hush, Landra. You'll turn the poor thing scarlet.
Yeah. Let's leave the rather tittle-tattling older women to themselves, shall we?
As it pleases you, my lord.
I think perhaps I shall rest now, my dear. Dyron, I will see you and Iona at supper.
Perhaps we'll retire to the study for now.
Good evening, your lordship.
I get the feeling that old drunk woman was unimpressed that the young elf girl had a crush on her. Mother?
You should say goodbye to Fergus while you have the chance.
Well, that's where I'm going. But before I do, you do know about that Grey Warden down there, don't you?
Yes, your father mentioned that. You haven't got it into your head that you want to be recruited.
But I wouldn't mind, but Father saying no.
Nor I. And I do realise you didn't answer my question. There's enough here at the castle to occupy you. I don't need you off chasing danger like your brother.
Yeah, speaking of me brother, why is Father taking him? Isn't he the heir?
I know it's difficult to stay in the castle and watch others ride off, but we must see to our duties first. You understand that, don't you?
I mean, I'm the spare. I mean, shouldn't I be the one going so he's not... You know. Okay, yeah.
Trust me. You'll get your chance for excitement soon enough.
So, yeah, you're staying here, aren't you?
For a few days. Then I'll travel with Lady Landra to her estate and keep her company for a time. Your father thinks my presence here might undermine your authority.
Oh, really? If you stay here, though, so does the elf girl.
Don't worry, my dear. It won't be long.
Yeah. Just something doesn't sit right with this.
As do I. Your father and brother are marching off to fight Maker knows what. All the assurances in the world don't comfort me. But it wouldn't help for us to take up arms and follow. Fergus and your father have their duty and we have ours.
Yeah, by the way, is Fergus up in the main chambers?
If he's not out with his men, probably upstairs with Oriana.
Okay, see you later then.
I love you, my darling boy. You know that, don't you?
Yes, Mother, I love you too.
Go do what you must then. I will see you soon.
Yeah. Honestly, age I am, she's telling me how much she loves me. Mother's for you.
It is begun.
No.
Good evening, my lord.
Evening. Does my father give you all orders to be polite?
Good evening, my lord.
Fine. You're not going to be forthcoming, are you?
Very well.
Okay. Not got the key with me. Oh, that one. Fine. No. Fine. There you are.
Is there really going to be a war, Papa? Will you bring me back a sword?
That sword, Oren. And I'll get you the mightiest one I can find, I promise. I'll be back before you know it.
I wish victory was indeed so certain. My heart is disquiet.
Don't frighten the boy, love. I speak the truth. And here's my little brother to see me off. Now dry your eyes, love, and wish me well.
Yeah, don't worry. Nothing's gonna get him.
He is as mortal as anyone, despite his refusal to believe.
Now, love, no need to be grim.
Yes. Do you really think this will be that easy?
Word from the south is that the battles have gone well. There's no evidence that this is a true blight, just a large raid.
Could that be true?
I'll see for myself soon enough. Pray for me, love, and I'll be back within a month or two.
Do you know about this Grey Warden?
Really? Was he riding a griffin?
Shh, Oren. Griffins only exist in stories now.
I'd heard that. Did he say why he's come?
He's testing Sir Germal.
Good for him. I hope he makes it. If I were a Grey Warden, though, I'd have my eye on you. Not that Father would ever allow it.
Yeah, he mentioned that himself. So, but, yeah, I wish I could go with you, to be honest.
I wish you could come. It'll be tiring killing all those Darkspawn myself.
Surely your father would not place both his heirs in danger?
Mother and Father have been fighting about it for days. It's too bad. I could have used you at my side.
This is what I don't get. I mean, you're the heir, and I'm the spare. You've got a family already, and I've just been ploughing my way through all the local girls in the taverns. I mean, what gives? But, yeah, I'm going to miss you.
If it's any consolation, I'm sure I'll freeze in the southern rain and be completely jealous of you up here, warm and safe.
I am positively thrilled that you will be so miserable, husband.
Yeah, he wants you to leave without him, by the way.
Then the Isle's men are delayed. You'd think his men were all walking backwards. Well, I'd better get underway. So many Darkspawn to behead, so little time. Off we go then. I'll see you soon, my love.
I would hope, dear boy, that you plan to wait for us before taking your leave.
Be well, my son. I will pray for your safety every day you are gone.
It should just be fine, but he'll be fine. He'll be fine.
I keep telling you, no Darkspawn will ever best me.
The Maker sustain and
As long as
preserve
you
us
got a
all.
troop of men with you.
Watch over our sons, husbands and fathers, and bring them safely back to us.
And bring us some ale and wenches while you're at it. For the men, of course.
Fergus, you would say this in front of your mother?
What's a wench? Is that what you pull on to get the bucket out of the well?
A wench is a woman that pours the ale in a tavern, Oren. Or a woman who drinks a lot of ale.
Bryce, Maker's breath. I swear it's like living with a pack of small boys.
I'll miss you, mother dear. You'll take care of her, brother, won't you?
Don't worry, I'll explain the whole tightening knots. Yeah. But I wouldn't worry about that. Mother can handle herself.
It's true. They should be sending her, not me. She would scold those Darkspawn back into the deep roads.
Well, I'm glad you find this so funny.
Enough, enough. Pup, you'll want to get an early night. You've much to do tomorrow.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't like to sleep alone. And there's somebody in the castle who has a crush on me, so, yeah.
If you should need any assistance in the coming days, I would be glad to offer it.
That's not what I meant.
Mama says you're going to be watching over us while Papa is gone. Is that true, Uncle?
Don't worry about it, Aaron. Don't worry about it.
What if the castle is attacked? Will there be dragons?
Dragons are terrible creatures, Oren. They eat people.
Yeah, I want to see one.
This is your influence, Fergus.
What? I didn't say anything.
Are you going to teach me to use a sword, Uncle? Then I can fight evil too. Take that, dire bunny. All Darkspawn, fear my sword of truthiness.
Yeah. Truthiness. I bet that's a magical power.
We're teaching him about honesty.
Don't worry, son. You'll get to see a sword up close real soon. I promise.
Okay. Dad, one word.
You should be on your way, pup. Long day ahead tomorrow.
Don't you worry about that. Yeah. By the way, if... why are we letting our forces take the brunt of the assault? Shouldn't we just wait for them to turn up as well?
When the king demands it. In fact, not sending our forces south would be a distinctly bad idea. Yeah. Don't worry, pup. You shouldn't see many problems, but I want you to prepare the men left here. In case.
In case of what?
Legends of the Blights tell of horrible things. These Darkspawn once threatened many lands. If we can't hold them, you must prepare for the worst.
Yeah. But you're taking virtually the whole army. What am I going to do with a few battalions?
I trust you to do what is best. And don't be afraid to ask your mother's advice. She's Ferelden born, strong, just as you are. But let's not speak of ominous things. We shall assume that all will go well, and the Maker will watch over us.
Yeah, you alright about all this?
Your brother and I go into battle, not an afternoon tea. Who knows what will happen to us? I will tell you, however, you're my cherished son. I love you, and I trust you completely to carry on the Kuzlin name if the worst should happen. But don't worry about me, dear boy. You'll have enough to occupy your mind while I'm gone.
Okay, but while you're gone, I want to speak to this Grey Warden. Have you any advice?
I was wondering how long this would take. Has he asked to recruit you?
But, no, I'm just... Not yet, he hasn't anyway. I've not spoke to him, but I'm wondering what you know about him.
If a blight is truly upon us in the south, then Grey Wardens will be needed. There is no higher calling. If it comes to that, we can talk about it when I get back. Until then, just show him every courtesy. Duncan is a fine man. And a hero.
Okay.
I know that you'll do me proud. You've grown into a fine lad. That much is clear.
You're welcome. Mother?
Best do as your father says, darling. I will see you in the morning, bright and early.
Fergus?
Getting sent to bed early, are we?
Yeah, I wouldn't count on that.
Well, you know father when he makes up his mind. At any rate, I'll miss you. Take care of everyone, and be here when I get back.
I plan to be. Now. Who was that? Yeah, not who, but Marquis of... What was that blonde elf's name? I want to find out.